The immediate efforts to help rebuild, people in Lawrence are still reeling from the massive loss. KUJH reporter Ellen Terhune is live in the newsroom. Ellen, why is the fire so far away hitting so close to home?
Well, Emily, as the fire raged on inside one of the world's most treasured buildings, University of Kansas senior Haley Crumweed watched the footage on her phone in disbelief. She had sat in that cathedral for Christmas Eve Mass just 4 months ago. Now the iconic church was turning to ashes before her eyes.
We walked in and actually got to sit down and experience Mass inside, which was incredible. Literally gave you chills sitting in there and seeing it actually happen. It just is really bizarre now knowing that that's the last Christmas Eve Mass in that church, because now it's going to have to be completely redone.
Crumweedy goes to Europe every year and says Paris will always be her favorite city in the world. While she's only been inside the 800-year-old cathedral twice, she says she feels lucky for even getting to do that.
I've seen it during the day, I've seen it at night, I've seen it when Mass is going on inside, and it was something that luckily I was able to see that because so many people have not.
KU art historian Ann Hedman is another Kansan who visited Notre Dame. Her research takes her to Paris every year. She says the cathedral holds some of her favorite memories.
Notre Dame has always been one of the places I go. When I went on my honeymoon, my husband and I went there. When we had our 25th wedding anniversary, he took me there and gave me another wedding ring. And so, in that space, it's just one of the touchstones. I have lots of familial memories in that place, which I think lots of people do.
It's these cherished memories that made the sight of the burning cathedral sting so deep, despite the distance from the tragedy. Live in the newsroom, Ellen Terhune, KUJH News.
Outside of this historical significance, religious groups here on campus are mourning the damage done to a major Catholic symbol. During Holy Week, Notre Dame prepares to display its holy relics, and Catholics fill the pews in remembrance of the crucifixion. But the damage done to the sacred monument will dampen the spirit of Easter weekend across the world. As Parisians mourn, members of the St. Lawrence Catholic Center here on campus also feel the loss. Catholic student Drew Canny says the community here is devastated, but they will do what they can to help.
Definitely as a Catholic community, just being able to offer prayers for the firefighters as well as for the Catholic community there. I'm sure it's an emotional loss to have, especially right during Holy Week.
Canny says he hopes this will be a positive reminder of what is eternal and what is temporary.